Okay.
Monster and how that all started. I know you have. Yeah,
And do you want to camera or to you?
you can just talk to me.
To you?
Or actually talk to camera.
Okay, all right. My name is Stefan Bucher. I am the guy behind dailymonster.com. And Daily Monster is basically me filming myself drawing. So every day, for 100 days, I would put a drop of ink on on paper. I'd blow it out with a duster can, like a regular duster can from the office supply store. And then based on that random ink blot, I would make a character every day. Put the video on my blog as a time lapse. And then people from all over the world would write in stories and would tell me, what's the monster's name, what do they listen to, what are they about. And so it became this sort of community storytelling experiment online. You know what, this is going to sound really stupid and corny, but I had a vision. I was driving and a monster appeared on my arm, and I'm usually not like that at all. I mean, that's not how I work. I mean, usually the stuff happens based on months and months of thinking about it and design and concept and everything. And in that case, it just appeared on my arm and I thought I'd draw it. And the drawing was so much fun that I just kept going. I had participated in a conference and they had me on stage, and I thought that they wanted me to draw on stage, and then it ended up being sort of a weird Iron Chef kind of, eat worms situation. And Zay Frank was actually at that event and told me afterwards, and he said, this was too painful to watch. All I wanted was to see you draw. And based on that, I kind of thought, oh, maybe I can film myself drawing these, and maybe people would be interested in watching me do this. And it takes too long to watch me if you're not in the room. I had drawing teachers that could draw very, very quickly. And it was a very cool thing to see, and it was very close to seeing a musical performance. And I wanted to capture that, but I'm too slow. And so I time-lapsed it and then put it online. So why did I put it online? Because I wanted to have the video aspect. And why online? Because I couldn't get it on TV then. I didn't even advertise it at first because I didn't think people would come see it, or maybe some of my friends would come see it. But then very quickly I had, maybe 200 people a day that would come see it. And I thought, wow, this is kind of crazy. Then it got picked up by a few blogs, and then all of a sudden it was like 1,200, 1,500 people a day. And then Zay posted about it on his blog and unleashed his army on me, and then it was like 5,000, 6,000 people a day. So yeah, it was completely crazy and unexpected. It took somebody else to tell me. It took an animator to tell me, where he said, it's because it's entirely human. Because you can always see that there's a human being doing it. There's never a moment of, oh, this is artificial, or I don't know how this works. You can always see that it's me doing it. You can always see that it's at my desk. You can see what pens I'm using. You can see if I have a false start. And so you're always there in the room with me. And I think there's so much stuff that's really technically amazing and mind-blowing out there right now that it's just nice to see one person at work. And it's sort of like the difference between like maybe the Beatles and a punk band, where the Beatles are amazing and impressive, and a punk band could never get there. But with a punk band, you kind of go, I think I could probably do this. So I think I don't know, maybe that's what people are responding to. Well, I stopped at 100 days because I started putting animation at the end of each clip because I was teaching myself, and that's what I'm interested in. But of course, at that point, all of a sudden, where before it would take maybe an hour or two to get everything ready and get it online, it would now take 12 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours, and I work to make money on the side. And so now, as I'm getting more into the animation, it just takes longer, and that's why I had to cap it at 100 days to do it literally every day, including Saturdays, Sundays, holidays. And so now it's more, I did it weekly for a while, and now it's more of a special events monster, sort of the highly sporadic monster.com, because now I do editing and I do different angles and everything, and I want to make real animation. And that just takes more time. It's great. I wish I'm coming up constantly against the limitations of my own hands and of my own ability to translate the ideas. So in some ways it's frustrating because I can't go as quickly as I want to go. But in other ways it's also great because I'm constantly discovering new things that I can do that I didn't think I could. Man, if it were up to me, I'd have 20 amazing writers and 100 amazing animators working for me. But that also takes money that I don't have. So that's the challenge right now, is to find people that want to go on this journey with me and want to do this with me. So that's definitely the next big step. Man, if I can get it in a theater, I'll do it there. I'll do it wherever I can do it. It's, I'd want to have it be as big and a CinemaScope and amazing as I can possibly make it. It's just going to be a question of how big can I do it. Well, Tina invited me very early on, about a year ago, and I'm going to support anything Tina does. So as soon as she said, come be there, I said, I'll be there. And it's great to be, especially for somebody like me who's a little bit of an outsider, sort of a real newcomer to animation. It's really amazing to be tied into this community and to actually be welcome. So it's wonderful. It's just really wonderful to talk to students and talk to kids that have come to the website, and then also to talk to animators whose work I've admired for years. Actually saying, I've seen your site, I think it's great, is a really amazing experience. I think it's the same for everybody. I think it's the same in graphic design, it's the same in writing, it's the same with animation. I think if you work your ass off for something that you actually really believe in, it's going to find its audience. I got really lucky that I found my audience with this really quickly, but it also took me 15, 20 years of working as a designer and putting that out there to get to the point where I was able to do this. So sometimes it takes a really long time to succeed suddenly. It's available on DVD, it's available in the book. The book is called 100 Days of Monsters. It's here, of course, it's on Amazon. I also have little animations on the Electric Company on PBS. So it's just going to keep popping up in little places. Is there a secret project with the monsters? Yes, there is. I'm not done with the monsters yet. Give me some time to get the monsters going.
We want more.
There's going to be more, but for right now, I'm still working on the monsters.